I want you to imagine for a moment that you're climbing a mountain. Not just any mountain, but the tallest, most challenging mountain you've ever faced. The air is thin, your muscles are aching, and every step feels like it might be your last. But you keep going, why? Because you know that at the summit, there's a view that will take your breath away. A view that will make all the struggle, all the pain, all the doubt worth it. That mountain, my friends, is life. And the secret to reaching the summit, mental strength. Today, we're going to unlock that secret. We're going to discover how to become mentally strong, not just for a moment, not just for a day, but for a lifetime. Because mental strength isn't about flexing your muscles or showing off. It's about building a fortress in your mind that can withstand any storm, any challenge, any setback. I want you to understand something crucial. Mental strength isn't something you're born with. It's not a gift bestowed upon a chosen few. No, mental strength is a skill, a muscle that you can develop, train, and grow. And today, we're going to start that training. So begin with the foundation of mental strength. Self-awareness. You seek to become mentally strong, you must first know yourself. You must understand your weaknesses, acknowledge your fears, and recognize your strengths. This isn't about judgment. It's about clarity. Think about it this way. If you were building a house, wouldn't you want to know the condition of the ground you're building on? Of course you would. You'd want to know if there were any weak spots, any areas that needed reinforcement. Well, your mind is no different. I want you right now to take a moment and ask yourself, what are my weaknesses? What are the things that make me doubt myself? What are the fears that hold me back? Don't shy away from these questions. Embrace them. Because acknowledging your weaknesses isn't a sign of defeat. It's the first step towards victory. This self-awareness isn't just about recognizing your weaknesses. It's also about identifying your strengths. What are you good at? What makes you unique? What are the qualities that have helped you? These are your building blocks, your foundation for mental strengths. Now let's move on to the second key to mental strength. Resilience is your ability to bounce back from setbacks, to stand tall in the face of adversity. It's what separates those who give up from those who push through. It's not about avoiding failure. It's about embracing it. You see, failure isn't your enemy. It's your teacher. Every time you fail, you have an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become stronger. I want you to think about a time when you failed. Maybe it was a job interview, a relationship, or a personal goal. How did you react? Did you let that failure define you? Or did you use it as fuel to propel you forward? Mentally strong people understand that failure is not the end. It's a stepping stone. They know that every setback is setting them up for a comeback. They don't wallow in self-pity or blame others. Instead, they ask themselves, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to become better? This is where many people go wrong. They view failure as a reflection of their worth, as proof that they're not good enough. But that's a lie. Failure doesn't define you. No, the next time you face a setback, I want you to do something different. Instead of asking, why me? Ask what's next. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, focus on what you can do right. This shift in perspective is the essence of resilience. But resilience isn't just about bouncing back. It's about bouncing forward. It's about using your experiences, both good and bad, to propel you towards your goals. And now let's talk about the third pillar of mental strength. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your accomplishments. It's what turns your dreams into reality. That's not truth about discipline. It's not always easy. It's not always fun. There will be days when you don't feel like pushing yourself, when you'd rather stay in your comfort zone. But mentally strong people understand that comfort is the enemy of growth. Discipline is about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's about waking up early to exercise, even when your bed feels so comfortable. It's about sticking to your diet, even when that slice of cake is calling your name. It's about working on your goals, even when you'd rather be relaxing. But discipline isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. It's about making small daily choices that align with your goals and values. It's about building habits that support your growth and success. I want you to think about your daily habits. Are they moving you closer to your goals or further away? Are they strengthening your mind or weakening it? Remember, every choice you make is either feeding your success or feeding your failure. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but I've tried to be disciplined before and I failed. Well, let me tell you something. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. It's just like building physical strength. Building mental strength takes time and consistent effort. Start small. Choose one habit you want to develop and commit to it for 30 days. It could be reading for 15 minutes every day, meditating, or exercising. The key is consistency. Do it every day without exception. At first, it might feel like a chore. But as you continue, it will become a part of who you are. Answers to our fourth key to mental strength: adaptability. The world is changing faster than ever before. What worked yesterday might not work today. And what works today might not work tomorrow. Mentally strong people understand this. They don't resist change. They embrace it. Adaptability is about being flexible in your thinking and your actions. It's about being willing to let go of old ways of doing things and embracing new possibilities. It's about seeing change not as a threat, but as an opportunity for growth. Think about it this way. If you were a tree, would you rather be a mighty oak or a flexible bamboo? The oak might seem strong, but in a storm, it's more likely to break. The bamboo, on the other hand, bends with the wind. It adapts, and when the storm passes, it's still standing. Be like the bamboo. Be willing to bend, to adapt, to change. This doesn't mean changing your core values or compromising your integrity. It means being open to new ideas, new perspectives, new ways of doing things. Adaptability also means being comfortable with uncertainty. In life, there are no guarantees. The only constant is change. Mentally strong people understand this. They don't waste energy trying to control things that are beyond their control. They focus on what they can control. Their actions. So how do you develop adaptability? Start by challenging your assumptions. Question your beliefs. Be willing to consider different perspectives. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, is there another way to look at this? Is there another approach I could take? Practice stepping out of your comfort zone. Try new things, learn new skills, expose yourself to different cultures and ideas. The more diverse your experience is, the more adaptable you become. And let's talk about the fifth key to mental strength. Many people make the mistake of thinking that mental strength means suppressing your emotions, being tough all the time. That's not strength. That's denial. True mental strength comes from understanding and managing your emotions, not ignoring them. Emotionally intelligent people can recognize their feelings, understand where they come from, and choose how to respond to them. Think about it this way. Your emotions are like the weather. You can't control whether it rains or shines, but you can choose how to respond. You can let the rain ruin your day, or you can grab an umbrella and keep moving forward. Developing emotional intelligence starts with self-awareness. Pay attention to your emotions. What triggers them? How do they affect your thoughts and actions? Don't judge your emotions as good or bad. Simply observe them. Next, practice self-regulation. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions. It means choosing how to express them in a healthy, constructive way. If you're angry, for example, instead of lashing out, take a moment to breathe. Ask yourself, what's really bothering me? How can I address this in a productive way? Emotional intelligence also involves empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Mentally strong people understand that empathy is not a weakness. It's a strength. It allows you to build stronger relationships, resolve conflicts more effectively, and lead with compassion. Smile, let's move on to the sixth key to mental strength. Positive self-talk. The conversations you have with yourself are the most important conversations you'll ever have. They shape your beliefs, your actions, and ultimately your life. Mentally strong people understand the power of their inner dialogue. They don't let negative self-talk bring them down. Instead, they cultivate a positive, empowering inner voice. But let's be clear, because positive isn't about denying reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about framing challenges in a way that empowers you to overcome them. It's about focusing on solutions rather than problems. For example, instead of saying, I can't do this, say, this is challenging, but I am learning and growing. Instead of I'm not good enough, say I'm improving every day. These small shifts in your language can have a profound impact on your mental strength. Practice catching your negative self-talk. When you notice a negative thought, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me or holding me back? What's a more empowering way to look at this situation? Remember, your mind believes what you tell it. So, feed thoughts of strength, resilience, and possibility. This doesn't mean ignoring your problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means approaching challenges with a growth mindset, believing in your ability to learn, adapt, and overcome. So let's talk about the seventh key. Mentally strong people understand that without clear goals, you're like a ship without a destination. You might be moving, but you're not going anywhere specific. Here's the thing about goals. I need to be more than just wishes, vague desires. They need to be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. When you set smart goals, you give your mind a clear target to focus on. You create a roadmap for your efforts. And most importantly, you give yourself a way to measure your progress. Setting goals is just the first step. The real test of mental strength comes in pursuing those goals. It's about staying committed when things get tough. It's about pushing through obstacles and setbacks. It's about staying focused on your vision even when immediate results aren't visible. Do your full exercise. Number one, have 2 moments right now to write down your top 3 goals for the next year. Be specific. What exactly do you want to achieve by when? How would you measure success? Now, for each goal, write down the potential obstacles you might face. What could get in your way? What challenges might you encounter? This isn't about being negative. It's about being prepared. Because when you anticipate obstacles, you can plan for them. You can develop strategies to overcome them. Mental strength is built in these moments of challenge. It's forged in the fire of adversity. So don't shy away from ambitious goals. Embrace them. Let them push you out of your comfort zone. Let them challenge you to grow, to learn, to become stronger. But remember, mental strength isn't just about achieving goals. It's about who you become in the process of pursuing those goals. It's about the skills you develop, the character you build, the resilience you cultivate. Now let's move on to the 8th key to mental strength, mindfulness. In a world full of distractions, the ability to be present, to focus your attention on the here and now is a superpower. Mindfulness is about being fully engaged in the present moment without judgment. It's about observing your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. It's about experiencing life directly rather than through the filter of your expectations, fears, or judgments. Practicing mindfulness can significantly boost your mental strength. It helps you manage stress more effectively. It improves your focus and concentration. It enhances your emotional regulation. And perhaps most importantly, it helps you respond to life's challenges with clarity and purpose rather than reacting out of habit or emotion. Let's start small. Take a few minutes each day to practice mindfulness. It could be as simple as focusing on your breath for 5 minutes or paying full attention to a routine activity like eating or walking. The key is consistency. Make mindfulness a daily habit and you'll see your mental strength. Let's talk about the 9th key to mental strength. Self-care. Many people mistakenly believe that mental strength is about pushing yourself to the limit, about grinding 20 for fens, and about grinding 20 a fen by. But true mental strength understands the importance of rest and recovery. Just like your physical body needs rest to grow stronger, your mind needs time to recharge. Self-care isn't selfish. It's essential. It's what allows you to show up as the best version of yourself day after day. Self-care looks different for everyone. For some, it might be reading a book or taking a long bath. For others, it might be going for a run or spending time in nature. The key is to find activities that truly recharge you, that fill you with energy and joy. Make self-care a non-negotiable part of your routine. Schedule it like you would any other important appointment. Because here's the truth. You can't pour from an empty cup. Taking care of yourself isn't a luxury. Now let's move on to our 10th and final key to mental strength. Gratitude. Mentally strong people understand the power of appreciation. They know that focusing on what you're grateful for can shift your entire perspective. Gratitude isn't about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about recognizing the good in your life, even in challenging times. It's about understanding that every experience, good or bad, is an opportunity for growth. Practicing gratitude can significantly boost your mental strength. It reduces stress, increases resilience, and improves overall well-being. It helps you maintain perspective when facing challenges. It reminds you of the resources and support you have in your life. You don't start a gratitude journal each day. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. Maybe you're grateful for a delicious cup of coffee, a kind word from a friend, or a beautiful sunset. The key is to be specific and to really feel the gratitude as you write. As you practice gratitude, you start to notice more and more things to be grateful for. You'll train your mind to focus on the positive, to see opportunities where others see obstacles. And this shift in perspective is a cornerstone of mental strength. Now, as we come to the end of our journey today, I want you to remember this. Becoming mentally strong is not a destination. It's a journey. It's not about reaching a point where you never feel fear, doubt. It's about developing the tools to face those feelings and push through them. Mental strength is about consistency, not perfection. It's about getting back up every time you fall. It's about learning from your mistakes instead of being defined by them. It's about choosing growth over comfort, resilience over retreat. You have everything you need to become mentally strong. The power is within you. It always has been. Today, we've unlocked the secrets. We've given you the keys. But remember, knowledge without action is useless. Take what you've learned today and apply it. Start small if you need to, but start. Practice self-awareness. Cultivate resilience. Develop discipline. Embrace adaptability. Monitor your self-talk. Set clear goals. Practice mindfulness. Prioritize self-care. Cultivate gratitude. All of these things consistently, day after day, and I promise you, you will become mentally strong. You will develop a fortress in your mind that can withstand any storm. You will become unstoppable. Every challenge we face is an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Life has a way of presenting us with obstacles that can seem insurmountable at first glance. But it's precisely these moments that test our mettle and forge our character. Think about the last major challenge you faced. Perhaps it was a professional setback, a personal loss, or a daunting task that seemed beyond your capabilities. In that moment, you had a choice to shrink back in fear or to step forward with courage. The fact that you're here, listening and engaging, suggests you chose the latter. That's the essence of mental strength. The ability to face adversity head on, to learn from it, and to emerge stronger on the other side. It's not about avoiding difficulties. It's about embracing them as opportunities for growth. Consider the metaphor of a sword being forged. The raw metal must endure intense heat, repeated hammering, and careful shaping before it becomes a strong, sharp blade. In much the same way, our mental strength is forged through the challenges we face and overcome. But here's the crucial points. Mental strength isn't about enduring hardship. Do we allow setbacks to define us, or do we use them as stepping stones to our goals? Or do we wallow in self-pity when things don't go our way? Or do we ask ourselves, what can I learn from this? The mentally strong individual understands that setbacks are not permanent. They're temporary obstacles on the path to success. When faced with a setback, they don't ask, why me? Instead, they ask, what's next? Now understand that a setback is just a setup for a comeback. Think about some of the most successful people in history. Thomas Edison famously failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. But he didn't see those attempts as failures. Instead, he said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That's the mindset of a mentally strong person. Let's all consider the story of J.K. Rowling. Before becoming one of the world's most successful authors, she faced numerous rejections. She was a single mother living on welfare when she wrote the first Harry Potter book. And she didn't let those obstacles defeat her. Instead, she persevered, and her setbacks became the foundation of her incredible comeback. These stories remind us that obstacles are not roadblocks. They're challenges to be overcome. They're opportunities to prove to ourselves just how resilient we truly are. But how do we cultivate this resilience? How do we train ourselves to success? We must change our perspective. Instead of seeing challenges as threats, we need to view them as chances for growth. When faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? Next, we need to develop a growth mindset. This means believing that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. People with a growth mindset embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, see effort as the path to mastery, learn from criticism, and find lessons and inspiration in the success of others. Another key aspect of mental strength is emotional regulation. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, but rather understanding and managing them effectively. When faced with a setback, it's natural to feel disappointed, frustrated, or even angry. A key is not to let these emotions control your actions. Instead, acknowledge your feelings, then focus on constructive steps you can take to move forward. Practicing mindfulness can be incredibly helpful in this regard. By staying present and aware of our thoughts and emotions, we can respond to challenges thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. This allows us to make better decisions and maintain our focus on our long-term goals, even in the face of short-term setbacks. It's also crucial to maintain perspective. Often when we're in the midst of a challenging situation, it can feel all-consuming. We may lose sight of the bigger picture, but mentally strong individuals are able to zoom out and see their current struggle in the context of their overall journey. They understand that this too shall pass and that they have overcome difficulties before and can do so. Another important aspect of mental strength is the ability to take responsibility for our lives. It's easy to blame external circumstances when things don't go our way. But mentally strong people understand that while we can't always control what happens to us, we can always control how we respond. They take ownership of their lives, their choices, and their reactions. And this sense of personal responsibility is empowering. It means that no matter what obstacles we face, we have the power to shape our own destiny. We're not passive victims of circumstance, but active participants in our own lives. Mental strength doesn't mean going alone. In fact, one of the hallmarks of mentally strong individuals is their ability to seek help when they need it. They understand that asking for support is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of self-awareness and wisdom. Building a support network is crucial. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who challenge you to grow, and who are there to support you when times get tough. These relationships can provide encouragement, perspective, and practical help when you're facing obstacles. It's also important to celebrate your victories. No matter how small, each time you overcome an obstacle, you're building your mental strength. Take time to acknowledge your progress and the resilience you've shown. This positive reinforcement can help motivate you to tackle the next challenge with even more determination. Remember, building mental strength is a process. It's not something that happens overnight, but rather something that develops over time through consistent effort and practice. So just like building physical strength requires regular exercise, building mental strength requires daily habits and choices that push us out of our comfort zone and help us grow. One powerful way to build mental strength is through goal setting. By setting challenging yet achievable goals, we give ourselves opportunities to stretch our capabilities and overcome obstacles. Each goal we achieve builds our confidence and reinforces our belief in our ability to overcome challenges. But it's not just about achieving goals. It's about the person we become in the process of pursuing those goals. The discipline, perseverance, and problem-solving skills we develop along the way are the real measure of our growth. Another crucial aspect of mental strength is adaptability. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt to new situations is more important than ever. Mentally strong individuals are flexible in their thinking and their approaches. They're willing to learn new skills, consider different perspectives, and adjust their strategies when this adaptability allows them to navigate uncertainty and change with confidence. Instead of being paralyzed by fear when faced with the unknown, they see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. It's also important to cultivate a positive mindset. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. Rather, it means choosing to focus on solutions instead of dwelling on problems. It means looking for opportunities in every situation, even the challenging ones. Positive mindset can be particularly powerful when facing setbacks. Instead of seeing failure as the end, mentally strong individuals see it as feedback. They ask themselves, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to become better? This ability to reframe negative experiences is a key component of mental strength. It allows us to maintain our motivation and momentum even when things don't go as planned. But perhaps one of the most important aspects of mental strength is self-compassion. Many people mistakenly believe that being mentally strong means being hard on yourself, never allowing yourself to make mistakes or show weakness. A true mental strength involves being kind to yourself, especially during difficult times. Self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a good friend. It means recognizing that everyone faces challenges and makes mistakes, and that these experiences are part of being human. It means being gentle with yourself as you learn and grow. This self-compassion is not a sign of weakness. In fact, it's a crucial component of resilience. When we're compassionate with ourselves, we're more likely to pick ourselves up after a fall, to learn from our mistakes rather than being defined by them, and to keep pushing forward towards our goals. As we conclude, remember that becoming mentally strong is a journey, not a destination. It's about continuous growth and development. Every day presents new opportunities to build your mental strength, to face challenges with courage, and to prove to yourself just how resilient you truly are. So embrace the challenges that come your way. See them not as burdens, but as opportunities for growth. Remember that every setback is just set up for a comeback, and that every obstacle is a chance to prove to yourself just how strong you really are. You have within you everything you need to face life's challenges. You have the power to shape your own destiny, to overcome obstacles, and to achieve your goals. Believe in yourself, trust in your abilities, and never forget that you are capable of far more than you might imagine. Your journey to mental strength starts with a single step. Take that step today. Face your fears, embrace your challenges, and commit to becoming the strongest, most resilient version of yourself. The path may not always be easy, but I promise you, it will be worth it.